Yeah, on the Grand Union somewhere. Got a knack for meeting legends and campaigns, and I met a bit of a legend of mine. We've got a good old brother here. Here we go. Here's Mark. So,
Hi, everyone.
Hi, here's Mark. So, Mark, what can you tell us about the HS2 campaign and what's going on?
What I can tell you about what's going on. Oh, God, we need your help. Bluebell Camp is about to be evicted. We're also facing an enormous injunction, an injunction that's going to cover 160 miles across the country, basically telling people you are not allowed to protest, you are not allowed to dissent, you are not allowed to disagree with what our corporation says. So, please Google Save Bluebell Woods and you will come across a crowdfunder. We need your help on that, please. We're fighting a huge legal battle. If anybody's not quite sure about HS2, about what HS2 is, it kind of embodies everything that is wrong with how we approach life, with how society approaches the rest of society. HS2 has completely ignored democracy. Nobody, not you, not me, nobody here has ever been asked, do you want HS2 by Parliament? Parliament never asked us. Parliament ignored us when any questions they've asked of us, they completely ignored us. We've had no chance to vote on HS2 through any of the elections. They didn't. No party, apart from the Green Party, had HS2 on their manifesto until after royal assent was given. So essentially, we're looking at probably the most destructive and really quite despicable project you're likely to see. The planning behind it is dismal. The workmanship behind it is just so lackadaisical and so there's no care, there's no respect, there's no desire to do something other than make money. The project is just careering through the countryside, is ripping up masses and masses of land, masses and masses of woodlands, of beautiful ancient woodlands, nature reserves, SSSIs. It doesn't matter. They're just plowing through the whole lot. And they are destroying your future, my future, your children's future. This is what we need right now. We are being told all the time by science. Science is telling us. There was a report came out this week. Insect populations in this country have fallen to 20% of what they were 17 years ago. And this is the sort of thing that's doing it. We have concreted an area the size of Devon in this country in the last 25 years. We can't keep doing it. We've got to stop. And there's one thing. There's one thing that will actually stop this sort of thing happening. And that's people like you standing up and knowing what you want to say, knowing what you want, and telling the government, telling the powers that be, you've got to stop. You can't do this anymore. We've got a much better idea. We deserve a future. You stand up. Everybody stand up. That's the only thing that is going to stop this sort of shit.
People power. People power.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've
nothing else will do it.
We have that, don't we? People power.
Yeah.
We've got to stand united on our cause,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
As you guys noticed in my journey, you know, wow, the scar that I've seen that comes from London down to Denham, it's something else. You know, 108 ancient woodlands are being destroyed, taken off the planet. You know, and being replaced by saplings. As Mark says, get on there and start lobbying against HS2. You've only got to Google their helpline. it's all there for you to see. So yeah, okay, mate. I'll leave you on that note, and
Thank
enjoy
you.
your evening.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, well, you're gonna have to excuse me. I've lost my selfie stick. So here's our beautiful friend, good old brother of mine, Pirate. There he is. Let's get him in there. So, Pirate, what can you tell us about Wormwood Scrubs and Denham HS2?
Well, as probably as Johnson's been telling you about HS2 and Harble Road and the amount of damage they've been causing, not just here in London, but all the way up to Birmingham. They are creating a massive scar just from Birmingham, well, London here, Birmingham up here, just massive, massive scar going straight through the countryside, hitting like 108 ancient woodlands in total from all the line up to Manchester and that. So that's going to be creating sort of damage and catastrophic damage, as people know. Like, we're in a climate crisis, so we are losing out on like our valuable resources, i.e., the trees, which like we need, as you know, to generally breathe.
Yeah.
So they are like chopping down 400-500-year-old oak trees, like our friend here,
This beauty here.
and like subsequently replacing it with saplings, which aren't exactly trees, which are landscaped, what they call it, landscaped regeneration areas, which is just basically smaller trees, which compared to lovely tree like that, captures a lot more carbon. And like then you got saplings, which won't take effects of the same this tree does for decades yet.
Yeah. A lot of damage going on through their behalf, which
through
we've
the
seen round Wormwood Scrubs, Old Scrubs Lane, and Denham. When I was at Denham the other day, you could see the scar line coming in from London. Harville Road.
And that's just for a viaduct going over. That will be going over Hoack. And then going, right, it comes out over West Royce. West Royce. Comes out, comes over the top to the bottom of side of Harville Road. Then it starts going up on a viaduct. The viaduct goes over Hoack, goes over the Broadwater Lakes, and then just sort of pops back down straight into the tunnel over West Hyde. And literally all of them a matter of like a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
You know, so
destruction.
Like, amount of destruction just for a dumb out of a stupid bridge, which subsequently is cutting through like up to 22% of London's drinking water.
Yeah. Wow.
Where the aquifer is like, as they've said, like, oh yeah, we know what we're doing on paper, because everything they are doing in Colne Valley is all experimental.
Wow.
It is not tried and tested. It's only tried and tested in where it's solid, not in the chalk, because the chalk, if you make chalk wet, it's squidgy.
Wow.
So they're going to dig all the way through this chalk aquifer to find some sort of hard base. So like you're talking anything up to like 70 foot, 100 foot down. They're sticking in big lumps of concrete straight through like the aquifer, which is a natural filter for the water. And also just in the area, you've got the old 1970s, 60s, 70s landfill, which could cause a problem.
Yeah.
Because it already like it creates like there's a little stream called Boyle Stream, which is already semi-polluted because of it. So what it takes is like hitting the wrong thing, and there it goes, drinking water, gone.
And we know how important water is to us. Crazy. Well, you've heard it from the man, and our good friend Pirate's been on the ground for quite a few years here, protecting the land, Harfield Road, Euston Gardens, Denham, and all that. And that's just one spot, London, and to say this goes up for 200 miles long. It's quite the wildlife crime going on here. Anyway, I'm off on the road now, so I'll see you all soon.